ich jetzt natürlich hier gebraut. Hoffentlich weiß und gefällt's Diona, unsere Mietekatze, hier?
So, how's the potion coming? Wow, I can't believe I'm holding the key to shaking up Mondstadt's entire wine industry in my own two hands! Oh, thank you so much. Oh, I'm gonna head back and start developing my new drinks right away.
Hier
Wait,
sind.
don't leave without me. I thought you were gonna let me be the taste tester.
Of course. Operation Eliminate Drunkards has just begun.
And just like that, another problem solved.
Alcohol that doesn't make you drunk. Ooh, if I'm able to develop something like that, I guess there really is a type of alcohol that
Ach, Diona, unsere Mietekatze. Dann wollen wir natürlich ein bisschen steigern.
You really do have a talent for alchemy. I'm sure this exam will also be a walk in the park for you. Well, ready to begin?
Ach so, okay, jetzt beginnt wieder die Prüfung. Kraft und Gewandtheit. Moment mal. Moment mal. Gewandtheit, was ist das nochmal? Ah, Gewandtheit und Kraft. Gewandtheit und Kraft. Ah, okay. Hier, dann noch. Also Gewandtheit und Kraft braucht man. Warte, Balance ist irgendwas so ganz normal. Ja, und braun. Prüfung bestanden. Nein! Nicht wiederholen.
If you're ready, let's go ahead and proceed with the intermediate. Let me see. Yep, looks like your potion meets the requirements. We're getting pretty good at this. I'm so glad I asked for your help. Please, take this for your trouble.
Yay, wieder mal haufenweise Punkte und Münzen. So, ich habe gerade eine fortgeschrittene Krafttrank gemacht. Jetzt gucken wir mal, ob er noch was verbessern kann. Das dauert echt lange. Ja, das dauert echt lange. So, mal schauen. So, gewechselt und beenden. Candace, what?
Hello, everyone.
Oh, hallo, hallo, Dilluk.
Oh, is that Master D-Luke?
Oh, D-Luke. What's someone as busy as you doing in this neck of the woods?
Schön euch zu sehen, Meister Dilluk.
Elzer told me the Knights launched a new commercial endeavor that turned out to be quite the hit. I think he was a bit surprised by the level of success, so he told... But seeing as you two are the ones in charge, I'm really not surprised at all. The Knights definitely chose the most reliable people for...
Elzer is the manager of Dawn Winery, right? Huh, Paimon thought he didn't get out much. Wonder how he heard about our shop. Wait, are we that famous already?
No need to sound so surprised. The winery keeps us all very busy. Elzer only takes the time to brief me with this sort of intel if he thinks we are faced with a real threat. In such a short amount of time, you've been able to establish complete production and supply lines, and even receive orders from all around Tevat. If you were in the wine business, you'd already be one of our biggest rivals.
What? Threat? Rival?
Möge der Handelskrieg beginnen.
Oh, you sure seem eager, cutie. Looks like you really want to go toe-to-toe with the #1 wine merchant in all of Mondstadt. Are you just itching to see whose business prowess would come out on top?
A competition with the Traveler. That's not a bad suggestion. You're extremely knowledgeable and well-traveled. If we were to become competitors, I'm sure you'd throw many a challenge my way. But I was really just using the wine industry as an example to emphasize your success. Actually, the success of your potion shop is good.
Good for your business. Paimon's lost. You were just talking about how the two industries were separate and now they're suddenly connected?
It's a bit convoluted. Alcohol is a commodity that most people consume in their free time. In order to have free time, though, you have to get off work early. For the alcohol industry to thrive, consumers need to have both the time and the money to spend.
That's exactly right. Your potions allow people to work more efficiently. As they get more popular, people will be able to complete their work faster. The more free time people have, the bigger the market there is for a commodity like mine.
Oh, that makes sense. It's hard to be in the mood to go out and enjoy life if you're super busy all the time. Paimon never thought about it that way before. There sure are a lot of layers to running a business. Guess this means we're in the Mora-making business together then. Hey, why don't you try out one of our potions?
Wenn ihr einen Wunsch habt, nennt ihn uns und wir werden uns darum kümmern.
I do have quite the interest in the effects of alchemical potions. Well, since you offered, please make a potion that can reduce the anxieties of the user while also improving their attention to detail.
Reduce anxiety while also improving the user's attention to detail? That almost sounds a little contradictory to me. I must admit to being curious. If my cuties do manage to make this potion for you, D-Luke, how exactly do you intend to use it?
Well, I mentioned before that people with ample free time are an important consumer base for my industry. But actually, the same is true for people who are incredibly busy and overwhelmed with work. After a period of high stress, like a busy workday, it can take a while for people to fully decompress. It's also common for that type of stress to leave people so exhausted that all they can do is spend the rest of the day in a daze. That level of stress and exhaustion makes it hard for people to derive pleasure from things they usually enjoy, like relishing the flavor of their favorite food and drink.
You can say that again. Paimon's definitely been there before. Sometimes, after a really long day, Paimon will be so tired, but she just can't relax.
Oh, my poor little cuties. Sounds like things can get quite tough out on the road. You know what? You just earn yourself some extra snacks at our upcoming tea party. Once this is all over, I'll personally see to it that you get the chance for a proper rest.
So basically, you need us to make a potion that decreases tension but increases attention, so that people can enjoy the finer things in life no matter how busy or stressed they are. Did Paimon get that right?
Exactly. Wine is meant to be savored. Drinking it without being able to appreciate its subtle notes and characteristics is a loss not just for the winemaker. If we can increase the alertness of those too exhausted to perceive the subtle notes, but decrease the restlessness of those too agitated to raise their glass, then we can be sure to reach a point of balance where all can enjoy their wine to the fullest extent.
Hervorragend formuliert, Meister Prüfung.
Well, it's definitely a unique request. Seems like this would be a tricky challenge for any potion maker. We should get to thinking then. First things first, let's figure out what ingredients to use.
Okay, dann sehen wir uns gleich.
How's the potion coming? Have you finished?
Hier hast du deinen Trank.
We're finished with the potion, Master Diluc. Please.
Oh, I thought you might need more time. But it looks like you've already found the solution. Nice job. Wow. The effect is even more apparent than I imagined. Your many talents just keep on surprising me. On behalf of Dawn Winery, I would like to make a bulk purchase order for this potion. Oh, and don't worry about the delivery side of things. Elzer, my plan is to enlist the help of artisans to infuse candles and fragrances with the effects of this potion. Those products will serve as complimentary gifts for customers to enjoy during wine tasting.
So you plan to make alchemical potions part of the wine drinking experience itself. Interesting. And very much in keeping with the Dawn Winery's way of doing business.
Unser neues Produkt scheint ein echter Kracher zu sein.
If our potion was enough to impress Master Diluc, Paimon's sure regular customers are gonna be even more amazed.
Well, there's still work to be done, so I should probably head out. It'll take some time before we know exactly what the commercial impact of this combination will be. In any case, it's been a pleasure working with you. Here's hoping our two businesses will have a long and successful partnership. Oh, and if you have some time, you should stop by Angel's Share to see your masterpiece in action.
For sure! Paimon can't wait. We'll see you next time, Master Diluc.
Ah, so, wollen wir das hier machen? Nächste Stufe. Schön. Was wir wieder hier direkt drauf gemacht haben. Was kann man runter? Der kann runter. Und natürlich Ben. Liney, okay. Warte 2 Tage. Okay. Dann überspringen wir den Tag. So. Ist jetzt größer geworden.
Oh, a merchant is here. Paimon's not sure they're from Mondstadt, though.
Dann sprechen wir mal mit den Händlern.
Hello there. The name's Atafe. I'm a traveling merchant from Sumeru. Great to meet you.
Oh, Sumeru.
Whoa, you've made quite the journey. Guess news of our humble shop has already spread to all four corners of Tibet.
All unsere Arbeit zahlt sich aus.
I have to agree. This venture of yours is becoming quite well known. In fact, many well-informed merchants have heard word of your potion-selling endeavor. But most people are still not willing to take a risk on such a rare commodity. If you ask me, though, when the opportunity knocks, you've got to be ready to answer. That's how you make the big Mora. Although the general public still doesn't know much about alchemical potions right now, with a little effort and marketing on your side, you can carve out a nice space in the market for yourself. Once that happens, the Mora will just keep on flowing. Once you've generated enough demand, you could even increase your prices tenfold. With that kind of profit, you could even take the rest of the year off if you wanted.
Tenfold? Are you serious?
As long as the demand is there, people will pay anything. You could say it's a sort of mutual agreement between consumer and supplier.
With the way you talk, Paimon can't help but be reminded of a certain other Mora-obsessed merchant. Wait, you did say you were from Sumeru. Maybe you know her. Ever met Dory?
Wait, you mean Lord Sangama Bay? One of the most famous merchants in all of Sumeru? That Dory? You know her?
Wir sind befreundet.
Wow. Lord Sangama Bay is one of my biggest idols. Her business sense and dedication to making Mora has always been one of my greatest inspirations. I was even lucky enough to visit the palace of Alcazarzare once. It truly is a magnificent sight. One day, I hope to be just like her. Up to my ears and more Mora than I can count.
Looks like we lost her. Should Paimon snap her out of it? Or...
Wir wünschen dir alles Gute.
Thank you. That means a lot. Back to where we were then. I believe I was telling you how we can make some big Mora together. The idea is actually pretty simple. You produce the potions, provide me with a regular supply, and I'll help you sell them across Tibet. If that sounds good to you, then we should talk more in depth about what kinds of potions to sell this time around.
Tranknachfrage überprüfen.
According to my keen market sense, these are the kinds of potions that are currently in demand.
LP-Wirkung. Warte mal. Erstmal hier und hier. Na dann. Auf ein neues Schaffen. Direkt. Ah, unzureichend. Eieieiei. Halt. Kann man die Tränke... Ah! Tränke verbessern? Oh ja. Oh, jetzt ist er 4 Sterne geworden. Alter, wir steigern uns. Oi, 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 oi. Dann. Da freust du dich ja, Kirara. Na dann brauen wir uns wieder mal. Vielleicht auch mal hier eine 4 Sterne. So, Sortiment. So, wo ist das? Wo ist die Experte? Oh. Oh. Das reicht nicht. Na gut. Gehen wir mal. What?
Hi, you two. It's been a while, hasn't it? Oh, you're back! Wait, that must mean there's a new exam! Yep. It's time for the advanced exam. This one will be harder than previous exams, but I'm sure you'll do just fine.
Ich werde mein Bestes geben.
If we don't pass this time, it'll be super embarrassing! Don't worry too much about that. Lots of things in life require a couple tries before you get it right. When I first started working as Mr. Albedo's assistant, all sorts of unexpected things would go wrong during my experiments. For example, when I was studying the properties of mist flowers, I accidentally froze all the equipment in the lab. Another time, I let a reagent boil for a little bit too long, and all the precious ingredients inside got charred to pieces. The smell was so bad, several nights passing by thought the lab had caught fire. Back then, I would get really hard on myself whenever things went wrong. But eventually I realized that, in order to make new discoveries, you have to accept the risk of failure. A fear of making mistakes will prevent you from truly going after what it is that you want. You're absolutely right. Hey, you're actually really good at motivating people. It's just my experience talking. I've spent a lot of time doing research in the lab after all. Anyway, as long as you try, you'll learn something valuable from the experience. Alright, whenever you're ready, we can go ahead and proceed with the advanced exam.
Auf jeden Fall bin ich bereit. Was braucht man? Brauche ein Weisheit-Trank. Das gerade Experte oder höher? Weisheit. Aber was war das nochmal? Weisheit? Ah ja. Wo da mit dem Buch drauf ist, ist die Weisheit. Es ist eine Weisheit. Hier. Oh, das sieht nach höher aus. Das sieht richtig höher aus. So, dann brauen wir. Hoho! Bestanden.
Wow, you even breezed through the advanced exam. Ever thought about helping out around the lab? Drop everything and pursue the path of an alchemy master? Huh. What do you say, traveler?
Aber wir können sicherlich helfen.
If we work together, I'm sure we can make something super amazing. By super amazing, do you mean you already have something in mind? Well, in the past, my research was mainly focused on the study of plants. But this experience has... So, I started thinking, what if potions could have an even greater effect on people? Like, what if they could be used to help people unlock their hidden potential? A memory-enhancing potion, for example, could help people memorize a whole library's worth of knowledge in a single breath. Alternatively, a strength-enhancing potion could make it so that Paimon could take down an Abyss Mage all on her own. Whoa. Paimon didn't know you could make potions like that. Sounds awesome! Well, it's certainly theoretically possible. Alchemy is, in itself, a way to explore the unknown. It's a discipline with endless potential. Theory, though, is always easier than practice. And with alchemy, there are simply too many things that you have to take into consideration. Just off the top of my head, there's the theory of sublimation, the potion's mechanism of action, and the innate metabolism of the person consuming the potion. Paimon didn't quite catch all that. My bad. We can talk about the details some other time. If you're interested, just stop by the lab. Sweet! Watch out, world! With a cool potion from Sucrose, Paimon will be able to become the strongest guide in Teyvat in no time! Well, I'll be off then. Only one more exam to go. I imagine you and I will both have some final preparations to make.
Okay. Jetzt können wir wahrscheinlich hier die letzten hochsteigen. Ja. Aha, okay. Alchemie. So brauen wir. Ja, und die anderen kann ich ja noch nie. Oder? Warte mal, kann ich der neue eigentlich auch hier? Ja. Warte. Und beenden wir. Ach so. Achso, ich muss ernten. Ernten!
To fulfilling requests, I heard the customer's wish is practically your command.
Huh? Goro? Where did you come from? Oh, and Kirara's here too!
Oh, die Mietekatze! Was für eine angenehme Überraschung!
Komania Express operates all across Teyvat, so I'm always on the road.
Oh.
I'm actually pretty familiar with Mondstadt from my trips here in the past. General Goro, on the other hand, seems to still be getting the lay of the land. He got lost not too far from here.
Well, I would normally be provided with ample intel before carrying out an operation in a foreign territory. But Watatsumi Island isn't exactly home to many people who've been to Mondstadt. I wasn't even able to obtain a map of the region. I've basically had to perform initial reconnaissance in the middle of a formal operation. Not exactly ideal conditions for an air-free mission.
Affirmative, General. Next time, I'll procure the most detailed map available and make sure you have it at your disposal from mission outset.
You can drop the formalities, Kirara. I don't expect you to report back to me like I'm your commanding officer. We hired you as a consultant. It wouldn't be fair to treat you like one of my soldiers.
Hey now, it's It's not like this is some one-sided partnership. We agreed, right? In exchange for my services, you'll help promote our business to the people of Watatsumi Island. Your good word will be integral in helping Komania Express become people's first choice for all their delivery needs. Our future business is counting on you.
Back to Paimon's question, though. You still haven't told us what you're doing in Mondstadt. You mentioned...
Yes. It's a funny story, actually. Recently, Watatsumi Island has been looking for ways to increase transportation efficiency. Basically, this means improving the operations of our cargo ships. So, we decided to send teams across to VAT to learn about the most advanced techniques different nations have to offer. We had just wrapped up our trip to Liyue when we heard word of your mysterious potion shop. So, we decided to postpone our return journey for a bit and come check it out. Turns out it was the right choice.
Well, Paimon's gotta say, you've practically hit the jackpot by coming here. We've got stuff you can't find anywhere else.
Wir werden dir was ganz Besonderes zubereiten.
Oh, more customers from abroad. My cuties sure are popular. You really do have friends all over Teyvat. Looking at your two friends here, I can't help but be reminded of my dear little wolf cub. You know what? I should introduce you sometime. In fact, once you've wrapped up your potion purchasing, why don't you both join me and my cuties for afternoon tea? I'll even bring my student along.
Afternoon tea? Sounds great! I could really use some refreshments. Long days of deliveries always leave me parched. Ugh. Thanks for the invitation.
Something tells me you're not going to take no for an answer. Wait, why does this feel so familiar? Anyway, Traveler, care to make some introductions?
Sie macht auch echt Wahnsinnstee.
Guardian Mage? Wow, what an impressive title. Is it a position similar to that of a Guji? Wait, could it be that I'm in the presence of someone as high-ranking as Her Excellency, like Lady Sangonomiya herself?
Honestly, Traveler, you're gonna give the guy a heart attack. Don't be nervous, Goro. That's just, a nickname. Her real name is Lisa. She works as the librarian here in Mondstadt, and she's also the person in charge of our shop. Lisa, this is Goro. He's a super powerful general from Watatsumi Island. And this is Kirara. She's a super punctual delivery woman with Komania Express.
Kirara. The name sounds familiar. Ah, the collection of books from Inazuma that I have in the library. You were the one who delivered them, yes? What a helpful little gem you are.
I'm glad our paths have crossed again, Miss Lisa. I hope you'll consider me for future delivery jobs as well.
As for my cutie's other acquaintance, I believe I've read a few articles about you, General Goro. I seem to recall more than a few references to your empathetic nature and skillful approach to leading your troops. Let me guess, your troops are also the focus of your potion inquiry here today?
Exactly. Commercial activity between Watatsumi Island and other regions has been on the rise recently. The workload has increased so much, both the soldiers who work on our shipping convoys and the sailors who work on the merchant vessels are struggling to keep up. What would really come in handy would be a potion that could help them handle their intense workload. Like one that could enhance their energy and physical strength.
Okay, I could definitely use a potion like that as well. When I'm out on a long delivery, you wouldn't believe how tired my legs would get from trekking across all that rugged terrain. Not to mention the damage it does to my paws.
My cutie should be more than familiar with that kind of potion by now. I'm sure they'll have it done in no time.
Wir schaffen das.
Yep, leave it to us.
Well, while you two hop to it, I'm gonna find an idle knight to deliver a letter to my little wolf cub and ask him to treat us to the pleasure of his company. Once my cuties are done brewing a potion that satisfies your needs, we'll all celebrate over afternoon tea.
Afternoon tea on the banks of Cider Lake. Oh, wonder what that'll be like. Oh, I can't wait to find out.
I'm just glad I finally found a way to help my troops.
Okay, dann. Was möchte der möchte Goro und Kirara direkt für den Trank?
I thought I've told you this before, that if you want to pass through the forest undetected,
Nuh-uh. That's not gonna happen. I can't stand my tail. Oh, you're here. How's the potion?
Kraft und bezogen. Warte mal. Backdetailed. Das könnte passen.
Goro, Kirara, your potion is now ready. Why don't you give it a try?
wonderful. You two sure work fast. Wow. My right shoulder was acting up from using my bow so much, but a few drops of your potion, and the pain is completely gone.
The pain from walking on all that rough terrain. It's like it was never there. I thought you dealt in potions, not magic elixirs. With this in my arsenal, I bet I could deliver 200 orders in a single day.
Looks like we've got another hit on our hands. Guess we can add the people of Watatsumi Island and the workers at Komaniya Express to our list of happy customers.
Ein weiteres perfektes Ereignis.
Well, now that our work is out of the way, there's nothing standing between us and that afternoon tea we were promised. Oh, perfect! Lisa's here!
I'm sorry to report, my little wolf cub appears to be busy. I sent someone to fetch him in Wolvendom, but he wasn't there. It's such a shame he's going to miss the opportunity to meet some fellow furry-haired companions. But I'm sure you'll have the chance to meet in the future. In fact, the next time I see him, I'll be sure to tell him about the two of you. Wow, you've placed quite the sizable order. Thank you for your patronage, my Inazuman friends. If feedback on the potion is favorable, I hope you'll consider re-upping your supply when the time comes. If making the journey proves too troublesome, we can all—
Of course! I have a feeling this super powerful alchemical craft of yours could be a game changer for the entire delivery industry.
Absolutely. I'll be sure to collect detailed feedback from my troops. Anyway, we should head out. Until next time, Traveler in Paimon. Oh, and it was a pleasure meeting you, Miss Guardian Mage.
Bye, Goro! Bye, Kirara!
Oh, jetzt gehen die wieder. Oh.
The next time I'm in Mondstadt, I should make it an official visit. A formal meeting between Her Excellency and the Honorable Guardian Mage is sure to be a momentous occasion.
Oh, seems like that made-up title really had an impression on him. It's given him all sorts of funny ideas.
Und haufenweise wieder Belohnungen bekommen. Jetzt können wir hier daraus kaufen. Das ebenfalls. Das hier. Ah, das dauert halt ein bisschen. Ah. Was ist das denn? Sei gegrüßt, ich bin Deo, ein Händler aus Liwe.
Bist du hier, um Tränke zu kaufen?
Da hast du recht. Euer Laden läuft ziemlich gut. Also bin ich sicher, dass meine Verkaufszahlen dieses Mal gut sein werden. Ja, ganz sicher.
Du klingst aber nicht so überzeugt. Hier, unsere Tränke verkaufen sie super. Wir haben so viele Bestellungen, dass wir kaum fertig kriegen.
Ich bitte um Entschuldigung. Ich zweifle mich nicht an den Verkaufszahlen. Es ist mein Geschäft, dass das nicht so gut läuft. Oh, ich könnte beliebte Produkte kaufen, aber sie verkaufen sich einfach nicht, bevor die Preise herumsinken. In 9 von 10 Fällen mache ich Verluste. Ich rede ich rede mir immer ein, dass es Pech ist, aber wenn es immer Pech ist, heißt es dann, dass ich einfach nicht dafür geschaffen bin. Wenn ich dieses Mal Geld bekomme, packe ich mir meine Sachen und fahre nach Hause und arbeite nur noch für meinen Vater. Vielleicht liegt das Problem an deiner Verkaufsstrategie? Meinst du? Ich nehme an, es gibt noch viel für mich zu lernen. Das stimmt, du hast recht. Das kann nicht so weitergehen. Dieses Mal verdiene ich was und ich werde meinen Vater beeindrucken. Also gut, kommen wir zur Sache. Besprechen wir über die Einzelheiten für Zusammenarbeit. Dies sind die Tranksorten, die dieses Mal ich kaufen gedenke. Okay, Weisheit Wirkung. So, jetzt du. Ja, wie wissen es? Ein bisschen runtergesunken. So, hier und hier. Jetzt hier noch ernten. So, jetzt noch Dekoration. Und Verpackung schließen. So, verwerfen habe ich. So. Achso, das kann ich ja noch nie einsetzen. Shit. Dann beenden wir erstmal. Jetzt tun wir mal so. Okay. Hier genau. Jetzt. Hier. Meisterkrafttrank! Was? Meisterkrafttrank! Heidewitzka! Das erste Meisterwerk! Aber ich denke, das wird nie. Na, es wird nie reichen. Es wird noch nicht reichen, daraus in den Laden zu bringen. Aber als der erste Meister! Ja! Huh?
Wow, I have to hand it to you, cuties. I never imagined that you'd be able to bring in so much Mora in such a... You're practically geniuses when it comes to business.
Das ist alles euer Hilfe zu verdanken.
Only so humble. Although, with results this impressive, I would say you could stand to take a bit more credit. If I had your help all the time, I bet I could take double the amount of vacation without a care in the world. With all of your hard work up to this point, we've already collected enough sales data for our research. Of course, if you're interested in continuing to run the shop, you'd make me a very happy Lisa. In either case, I should already have more than enough to report back to Jean with.
Traveler, Paimon,
It's been a long time.
Jean!
Hallo, Jean.
Oh, you're here. I wrapped up some business with my cuties and was just about to go report back to you at headquarters. No need. I already talked to some other knights, so I think I have a fairly good understanding of the situation. Looks like you've troubled the Traveler to help you once again. How could I not? When it comes to work as important as this, a smart and capable partner is simply a must-have, especially if we want good results. Look at the success of the shop. I could have never produced that kind of result on my own. Well, I do have to admit, your success is remarkable. I've been meaning to come see you for some time now, but work kept getting in the way and I simply couldn't find the time. Regardless, I just knew I had to come thank you in person.
Alle haben ihr Bestes gegeben.
It's truly reassuring to have such outstanding members among our ranks. Once this is all over, I do believe I'm due for a vacation. I've lost quite a few strands of hair to all the stress. Of course. Thank you for all your hard work. Seeing you cooped up in that library all the time, I was worried you might be bored. So I thought I'd give you an opportunity to truly make... Perhaps I put too much on your plate at once. It wasn't that bad. After all, it's not like I was in it alone. All the help from the Knights and the Traveler really helped to lessen the load. Plus, it was fun to get back into research. It's nice to relive those days every once in a while. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you again for all your help, Traveler. Please take this as your compensation. Ah, speaking of compensation, I've also prepared a little memento for you.
Oh. Ist das süß. Ist das süß. Das ist einfach nur süß. Ich glaube, wir haben jetzt haben wir wahrscheinlich alles geschafft. Na, es fehlt noch eine Stufe. Da holen wir noch ein paar mehrere Belohnungen. So verbessern wir. Oh, auch selbst können wir auch mal hier den hier verbessern. Und das ist aber leider eine Experte. Und wir sind jetzt Stufe 15 maximal erreicht. Yippie, yippie, yippie. Und ich denke mal, das wird noch nie reichen. Ja, warte mal. So, jetzt wollen wir nochmal hier andere hier befragen und Tränke geben. Dann geben wir mal den hier, den hier. So, die Tränke sind verpackt. Jetzt den hier, jetzt die noch. Hier noch. Ich glaube, es will noch so... Ah ja, ernten. 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 Jetzt beenden wir erstmal.
Sucrose, you're here! Our alchemy skills are improving
Letzte
so fast,
Prüfung.
Paimon can barely keep up. Your progress has been very impressive. In fact, according to the way Mr. Albedo designed the exams, we could start to teach other people? Then Paimon's totally going to start a class. Let's see. Well, all Paimon knows right now is that for homework, her students are gonna have to use alchemy to make all sorts of tasty treats. Paimon will be sure to give them lots of feedback. On their alchemy skills, of course.
Konzentrieren wir erstmal einmal auf die Prüfung.
I'm sure this one will go just as well as the others. I'm ready to begin whenever you are.
Los geht's. Jetzt geht's wirklich auf die Meister. Charisma-Trank. Auf Meister, okay. So, hier. Oh, halt. So, hier. 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 Und natürlich hier. Und braun. Nein, das ist ein Experte. Nein. Scheibenkleister, das ist eine Experte. Das muss beruhigend sein. Also auf Meister ist es echt wirklich schwer. Ich habe einmal auf Meister geschafft. Oh, werden wir das schaffen? Oh, das geht echt wirklich auf die harte Tour. Okay. So, ich glaube nicht, dass es hier auf Meister kommt. Ich verrate mal. Experte oder Meister? Ah, es ist der Experte! Okay, warte. Und los! Frauen? Ja, und es ist Meister. Prüfung bestanden. Dann los.
All right, let me give your potion a try. Yep, the effect looks good. The quality of your potion is quite high as well. Your talent in this discipline is truly remarkable.
So, we passed? Can we teach alchemy now?
What an amazing achievement, cuties. Congratulations.
Wir haben wohl das ein und andere über die Herstellung von Tränken gelernt.
Now is not the time to be humble. You mastered potion making in such a short amount of time. That's an impressive achievement, no matter how you look at it.
Exactly. I was also really surprised at how quickly you picked it up. Anyway, thank you so much for your help. Your participation has allowed me to collect some very valuable data. With everything we've learned, we should be able to offer the official exam soon. This is sure to be a critical moment in the development of the alchemical potions industry.
Paimon feels like she just took part in something super important.
Of course. You two are practically pioneers. What you've been able to contribute to the field of alchemy is... Anyway, I should probably head back and go over the data. Traveler, Paimon, thanks again for your participation. If you have some free time, please stop by the lab.
Wir haben es geschafft. Ich glaube, wir haben jetzt alles abgeschlossen. So, na dann. Bedanke ich natürlich hier für den tollen Trank. Macht's gut und ciao, ciao.